Hi, my name is Dr. Yelena Chorny. I'm a physician at Homewood Health Center and Chief of Addiction and Trauma Services.
Hi everyone, my name is Carrie Mantanga and I work as the Director of Clinical Operations across our inpatient trauma and addiction services here at Homewood Health Center in Guelph. Today, Yelena and I are so excited to share with you news about changes to our Guardians program at Homewood Health Center. One of the only facilities of its kind in Canada providing inpatient treatment to our first responders, military personnel, and veterans, and uniquely tailored to the mental health needs of these groups. We have some exciting changes to the way the program is delivered that we're going to tell you about today.
For the last 3 years, we've been running the Guardians program, focusing specifically on treating first responders, military members, and veterans with operational stress, or PTSD. And today we're announcing that we are actually expanding this program to be available to those communities and members of those communities who also have standalone depression, anxiety, or substance use without that operational stress or PTSD component. We're really excited to be able to offer treatment to more people in these communities because we know that getting treatment as part of a group of people who understand what you've been through in your life it really helps to make people well. So let's talk a little bit about what to expect when you come to treatment. So when you come to the Guardians program, you'll be with us for 9 weeks. You'll be in a setting on a specific unit with other members of the Guardians program. We do it this way so that you can have a sense of safety and belonging and be able to develop trust in your peers and your team to get the most out of your treatment.
We know that the therapists and the clinical staff here have much to offer you, but we also know about the power of peer connection and how important it is for the voices of other first responders and military personnel to inform your care and for you to inform theirs. There's so much for us to learn from each other.
You'll get most of your treatment in a group setting with your peers, as Carrie mentioned, but you will also get weekly individual therapy so that you can have the opportunity to dive into the issues that are important to you in a setting that feels very safe and where you can build that relationship with your therapist.
The therapeutic approaches that we use here in the Guardians program at Homewood are all evidence-based, and they really help folks to look at the beliefs they have about the things that have happened in their life, whether they're related to their work or whether they're other parts of their life, to look at those beliefs, to challenge them, to think about them more critically, and to make change that impacts not only how we think, but how we feel about ourselves, about our lives, about our jobs, and our place in the world.
When you come to the Guardians program, you'll receive care from a whole group of people who are there to help you on your journey. This includes medical professionals like physicians and nurses, and other professionals like therapists, social workers, psychologists, and occupational therapists.
We know that learning to tolerate and to cope in safe and healthy ways with overwhelming emotions is a really important part of the treatment process. So is cultivating mindfulness and developing the skills we need to be in relationship with other people in a way that's effective and compassionate and meaningful. And those are the kinds of skills that we really focus on teaching and supporting you to develop while you're here, so that those are skills that will go with you into your life and your relationships, your job, all of the places that are important to you outside of the treatment setting. Being in an inpatient treatment setting with other people who are learning and practicing those skills is a unique and important opportunity to really hone the skills before you take them with you back to your bigger life. We know that our first responders and our military personnel face extraordinary challenges in the work that they do every day, and the burden of those challenges can create the need for support and care for you who are giving so much care to us.
As folks come into our program, they come in all states. Generally what we see is a lot of folks who are coming in, for lack of a better word, defeated, broken. Their language, what we often hear is, I don't want to be a broken toy. And we don't see people as broken toys. We see people as having struggles, as having struggles and issues that interfere with their wellness and their ability to function in their personal life and in their jobs. And it's really important to us that, again, we were able to support them through that. When they come in a way that is struggling and not making eye contact and really just defeated, I've definitely seen people who lean into the work, maybe a bit apprehensive in the work, but as they start to meet us halfway, as they start really doing the work and leaning in and developing really strong connections with their staff team, with their peers, The gift of the work is that they start making eye contact, they even crack a smile, the humor comes back, the joy of life really comes back into their eyes, and that is the single greatest gift of doing this work.
If you're someone who thinks you might benefit from an intensive, structured, evidence-based program focused on the unique needs of military personnel, first responders, and veterans, please reach out to our intake team to have a conversation.